Jan Squad, what it do? Thank you guys for tuning in for another video. What's up, y'all? How y'all been? I know it's been a little minute since I've been on the camera or whatever, but yeah, we back on this beautiful ass day. But in today's video, we're gonna be working on this Ford 9-inch that came out of a Caprice Classic. The guy basically had some custom wheels that he had built, 3-piece wheels, 26s. But it has a 7-inch lip, and the wheels are basically poking out like damn near 3 inches. So we got to cut this rear end right here down to fit his wheels or whatever. So we got to cut this down 2 3/4. So I got to break all this down, pull the axles out, and we're gonna be cutting the tubes down, shortening the rear end some. So yeah, that is what today's agenda is for this video. Hope you guys enjoy it. And like I said, thank you guys for tuning in for another video. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed to the channel. And yeah, let's get into it, y'all. Got to change it to a little bit something more comfortable because it is hot out here, but beautiful. But anyways, guys, yes, we are going to be cutting this down like I said. I'm probably going to go ahead and weld that up. We're going to be notching this bracket, making it shorter at the top, and we're going to be cutting it probably about right here and sliding it in. That's the old weld. So we'll be going in a little bit and welding it back up. So I guess I'm gonna pull this out a little bit and I'm gonna set this thing up on some jack stands. All right, so we got it set up on the jack stands. Like I said, y'all can see the crack right there. Gonna go ahead and weld this shit up. That's how I take the trunk out, clean it out, get all the fluid and stuff out of it. And then once that's where when we cut this and weld it back together, I can wash it all out with some brake parts cleaner and stuff, parts cleaner, and get that all flushed out so it don't have any shavings in it. So yes, I'm gonna set you guys up, get the welder, get the grinder, get the cutting and welder. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up right here, get that ready to be re-welded, putting some beads on there, and then we're gonna work on notching this piece out right here so we can slide this in. All right, so we got fat bead right there, fat bead right there. So it shouldn't crack anymore, at least anytime soon in there, in that spot. So I guess now what I'll do is, I guess we'll work on getting this drawn out to where we can notch it. Pull these brakes and stuff off the ends, get all this shit out of the way. I'm gonna get that all mapped out, and then I'll get back with you guys so we don't be just sitting here trying to plan out and make this a long ass video. All right, so we got everything drawn out. So basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut right here. We're gonna cut that line up. We're gonna cut this off, this whole section right here. We're gonna take that off. I'm just gonna go ahead and cut in the wells. Same thing on the other side. Got my center mark, which is right here. And that's where we're gonna be shortening to. So I'm going to cut all this meat right here out. I do need to check and see if I got any angle iron, because I will need some angle iron to, which it looks like I do. I will need angle iron to set this back up. I'm gonna put one on each side, clamp it together, tack it, and then weld it all the way through. So fairly simple project. A lot of people cut right here. but we can't really cut right here, because if we cut right here and slide it in, then we would have to move all this shit out, and we really don't have the space right there to do that. So this is the simpler way to do that. So I'm gonna get you guys set up and we'll start cutting this out. All right, y'all, so a few things that happened. For one, I got hit in the eye with a piece of metal that ricocheted off of, I guess, the truck. It bounced up and hit me in the eye. I had my safety glass on, but anyways, now it's a little blurry. There's no metal stuck in my eye, but there is a little point like where it hit on my eye. So hopefully that heals itself, or I'm gonna be fucked. But anyway, so basically what went on, y'all, is we got a scribe mark right here for where we're gonna be cutting this piece off, and got this all hacked off. This was a pain in the ass, but now all I gotta do is get the axle out, get the fluid out, of course, and then I'll cut this off, and then we can chop this piece right here. We'll chop right in the middle of that. And then we'll bevel our ends, bevel this in, and then we'll butt that bad boy up. And this side will be done. Haven't touched that side yet. Been working on this side. And very tedious work, I will say that. Very, very, very tedious. But just wanted to show you guys what's going on with this. So, excuse all this other extra bullshit right here. And got my pipe tape, measured over, and got my mark all the way around. Use the tape to wrap it around because my pipe tape is too wide and I don't want to cut my pipe tape. So use the tape, lined up on my marks, put me a scribe mark on there. That's done. And I can basically do the other side the same way as this. Get my scribe mark put down, and then I can yank everything apart and pretty much chop these off and get ready to weld them back together. And then I think the owner said that he found somebody here local in Memphis that can respline the axles. So that may save him from having to send these off or order new ones. I'm not sure, but I think he said he had somebody on that. But yeah, like I said, a little update, little eye date. Y'all can't see it. Y'all probably can't see it, but yeah, there's a little dot in the middle of my eye. And it sucks because everything's blurry. So I hope that heals. It heals up and I don't have to go to the doctor. Because that would suck, man. All right, y'all. So we done got the scribe lines put down. We done got the brackets notched out. And I got the area clean. So as you can see, there's my scribe line. One on both sides. This is going to be gone, so I didn't even bother to try to even like grind it down. But yeah, all I need to do is take the chunk out or pull the axles out. Actually, I really need to get the fluid out. Angle iron, that's gonna go on there like that. Once that is cut, that'll go in there like so. And I'll be able to use this to keep it straight and lined up and stuff. All right, y'all, so we do have the axles out. As you can see, this axle right here is just sitting there. But I was just telling him he might be lucky. He might be lucky. I don't know. So the splines on here are super long. Let me get a tape measure. So we got about 5 7/8 worth of splines. So what I want to do is I want to see how far the splines stick out past the chunk in here. Cuz might be able to just cut that off. We shortening 2 7/8 is what we're shortening. So we got all this meat right here. So therefore, if there's enough to cut this down, I can just chop that bad boy off on the end and he'll have enough. He won't even have to get resplined. So it may work in his favor. I don't know, we're gonna check and see. But anyways, that's not part of the problem right now. So once I get these out and get this chunk out, I can go ahead and chop this bad boy off on both sides, and then we can slide this in. So all this right here will be gone. All right, so got it chopped off, clean ass cuts, straight cuts. Now I just gotta chop that off. I'm not gonna show the process on that, because literally I'm just chopping this in half. So once we do that, this is gonna come in to about right here, somewhere in there. Gonna be something like that. Y'all can see how close that is on that bracket. Well, we had to notch that bracket out. So it's gonna sit like that. And then I'm just gonna rebuild this shit right here back up. So now I need to clean this up right here a little bit, bevel this, and then, like I said, I need to chop that off. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and chop these off so I can go ahead and get this shit done. I ain't gonna record the process on that, but literally chop that off, and then we can start back welding this stuff back together and start putting the trunk together. Y'all see all this fluid I'm getting everywhere. My wife is already on my ass about that, so that sucks. I'm gonna have to like put some type of degreaser or something and pressure wash this out once I get this big truck out and shit. Try to clean it up a little bit. All right, so a lot going on right here. It's junky over here. I need to clean up, but we are ready to weld these pieces on. So as you see, that is beveled. That is beveled. Got my mark right there from the center line, or the line up mark for right here. Got my angle cut. I'm gonna put it on there, tack it on here, line it up and everything, and get that welded up. So once this goes on and it's lined up, you can see the void that we have to fill in. Gotta make sure we get penetration all the way to the center. But now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean up this mess, clean up the tubes on the end with some parts cleaner, and we'll be able to tack this on here, get it welded up. I'll tack it, and then I'll cut the flanges off, or the 90s off, angle iron. Cut the angle iron off, and then I'll weld it the rest of the way up. But yeah, also you can see where the this is how much we got left on splines, cutting 2 7/8 out of here. So he'll be good on that. I'm gonna rest this all out for him and everything, clean it up, repaint it back for him, and he'll be Gucci. Now, I did put these rotors on here, and they're gonna be close as hell, but he got probably about a quarter to, what is that? About a 1/4 inch worth of clearance in between, so it ain't gonna hit, it'll be just enough. So yeah, we gonna clean this shit right here up, set you guys up on the old stool. We're gonna do a time lapse again. We're gonna just knock this shit out right quick. We got everything welded back up, and now I just need to grind down the weld points from where I had my angle on. Grind that down, and then I'm probably going to pressure wash the unit, clean it up real good, throw some degreaser on it. We'll be able to throw this together. He'll be able to come in and pick this up. So what I'm going to do right now is work on grinding these points down, and then I'll work on spraying it down. I'll get my pressure washer out, and I'll spray this thing down right quick, give it a real good washing. And then after that, I'll put this stuff together. I'll probably show me chopping the axles off and putting that stuff in. But pretty much, it's ready to go. All right, so I got a pressure wash down. Got it all cleaned out and shit. Just wanted to show you how much axles spline that he had left over. So this rim was already cut down, and I think what they did was they just kind of cut the splines extra for maybe to compensate, I don't know. But everything's sitting in there where it's supposed to be, 2 16 from here to here is what I got on my measurement before I took this all apart on this spacing. So this is what's left over. I think I'm just gonna cut about 3 inches off on each side. But what I can do is put the chunk in it and measure my stick out and just cut, you know, from there. But I think I'm just gonna cut about 3 inches, because I did cut like 2 7/8. Also, 3 inches will give me enough play. What is up, YouTube family? It is the final day. It is the last day of me having the rear end in my garage. As you can see, everything is done. I just threw some paint on it, let the paint dry, let the owner know that it is ready for pickup. But you can see, got some thick wheels on there. Got this all boxed in down here. All that shit's done. I'm not gonna rotate it because I don't wanna scar the paint up. I just put some paint on it. So, got them thick wheels on there, boxed in, welded on the back side and front side. So, yeah, it's ready to go, all clean. All I need is some diff fluid. Throw these on there. Wasn't too bad of a job. I just kept getting interrupted, having to do things, having to go here, having to go there. This was easily a 1.5, 2 day job, but it kind of drug after like 3 or 4 days because, like I said, kept having to do stuff. But she's all done, boys. So, basic rundown. What we did was, this needed to be cut down. Okay, his wheels that he had stuck out 2 1/4. I measured 2 3/4. I gave him a clearance of a 1/4 inch gap from the lip of the wheel to the lip of the car in the inside of the fender well. So cut it down 2 7/8 to give him a little bit more. It wasn't nothing but a 1/16. So we cut that down 2 3/4 here, 2 3/4 here. Brought that in. I didn't want to cut it right here because usually they cut it right here and move it in, but all this shit would have had to move out. So to keep from doing that, I just cut it off here on the ends. So cut it off there, moved it in. Then the splines on the axle, because this is an aftermarket, well not aftermarket, but a customly put together rear end, I guess you could say. So they had already splined the axles, they splined it enough. We had enough to cut it off, just used my grinder, hacked it off, 2 3/4, I think. 2 7/8, 1 or 2, whichever one I did. Cut it off, made sure it slid in there, in the trunk, and yeah, no binds or anything. As you can see, it turns freely, so we Gucci. Yeah, so now all he got to do is when he get it, he's gonna bring some fluid with him when he come to pick it up and throw some fluid in it. So all he have to do is throw it in the car, so it'll pretty much be done. This is it. I'll probably try to make a video on him putting the wheels on the car. This is it. I was gonna cut those brackets off, but I decided to fuck leave them, because it was just so much. Keep from doing all that extra shit. So I'm gonna wrap this video up right here. I know it was kind of crazy. Hope it wasn't too boring, but also got the owner coming to bring the rest of the shit for the Scout. So that'll get out of the way. We're waiting on her with her parts so we can get her shit out of the way. So then I'll have a clear shop again and we can start on the next project. So yeah, like I said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope it wasn't too boring. If you liked it, make sure you hit that like button. All you new subscribers, thank you for subscribing to the channel. We're glad to have you. Anybody that's not subscribed to the channel that's watching this, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm telling you, we're taking off. We're getting a lot better, y'all. Things are gonna pick up. I know it may, you know, a lot of people waiting on the Ranger content and stuff like that. It's coming, y'all. I promise it's coming. But yeah, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure y'all hit that notification bell so y'all can stay updated, not miss a video and stuff like that. And we're gonna continue to rock it out. So I did my thing. So y'all be on the lookout for the next video, which is the wheels going on the car that this rear end is going in. It's gonna look sick. Like I seen it with the wheels on the front. It's gonna look sick, I'm telling you. So y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button and y'all hitting them notification bells and stuff. I'm telling you, you won't want to miss this one. So yeah, that's it, y'all. Until the next video, we out, y'all.